good, and I'm very fortunate to have this job na kahit 2 years pa lang ako dito. I actually did not expect na I'll be able to to be a research nurse here kasi I'm just here for 2 years.
Hi, my name is Jabel, and I would just like to say that coming here to the course really helps me gain confidence to take my exam, especially practicing with the equipment and materials. It feels like I'm at the OSCE Center taking my exam.
Hello, Manong George here. Welcome to our channel. And today we have a very special guest.
Hi everyone, my name is Regina Reyes. I am a research nurse here in Anirban Bivan University Health Board, and I specialize in surgical portfolio. Previously, I have an experience in trauma and orthopedic nurse for nearly 2 years, and then I got this position.
Manong knows best.
In the Philippines po, I have a previous research experience. So I did my master's degree. Obviously, I have to finish my thesis. And after that, I landed a job as a ward nurse, a general nurse in a government hospital in Bacolod City. And then at the same time as well, we just started a research committee that time. So it was the first ever in the institution, in the hospital, and I became part of it. It was a 1-year course where we have to finish a research project, and that time the research that I was involved in is entitled "The Level of Job Satisfaction of Nurses Employed in Our Institution." So it was such a big impact, and also a good experience for me as well. So that was really the start of my passion in research.
Manong knows best.
Living here in the UK for nearly 2 years. I arrived last January 2020, and then I started as a trauma and orthopedic nurse. And then from that, I was able to land a job as a research nurse, and also in a surgical portfolio, team. So very relevant din sa trauma and orthopedic na experience ko. But it's really complex. We do projects and we do trials involving colorectal cancers, colorectal studies. We also have ENT projects like pathos. It's also very interesting because it touches a lot of departments, also a lot of specialties as well in nursing.
Manong knows best.
As a clinical research nurse, what we normally do in a day-to-day basis is that we mainly focus on the recruitment side of clinical trials. We also do the delivery side of research. Say for example, a study will land in our lab. Before it lands in our lab, it goes through a setup. So there are two teams in our department. We have research development and we also have research delivery. And since I am a nurse, I'm part of the research delivery team in surgical portfolio. So once a study is in setup, we coordinate with my research development lead. And my role as a research nurse during the setup is that I have to make sure that during the I have to make a feasibility study that specific trial is doable in our trust, and I have to make sure that it is also deliverable in accordance to our local policy. So during the setup phase, it depends actually on the type of study that we are dealing with. So normally it reaches 2 to 3 months or more. It depends. But we are highly involved during that phase as well. And if the study is already set up, we have to wait for the green light. We have to also make sure that all of the paperwork, all of the legal documents are already in hand. So we work closely with our consultants, with professors, and we make sure that we throw questions to each other, like, is this doable? If we need these patients, where are we going to to get them? Where are we going to screen them? And if it's not doable, then how can we be able to make this doable? So, if those things are already in place and we're ready, we're giving our green light to our development side, we will then coordinate and contact the study office that we're happy and these are all the documents that you needed. So if the green light is issued, then we are now ready on our delivery side. We go to our patients, we introduce to them the study. We also make sure that we hit our target, and at the same time, we work in accordance to our GCP. So that's mainly it. And after that, after the recruitment process, if the patient has given the informed consent, we gather all the data, and then we input all our data, put them into our database. Basically it, but it's vague in a way, but also my main point really is we are involved in the setup of a study, and we also deliver what is the study is expected of us. The contracts and all the legal side of it should be dapat marami siyang governance, marami siyang policies involved. So those are the things na kailangan naming i-weigh when we work as a research nurse.
Manong knows best.
Different from my previous experience. Dito kasi in research, in the world of research, there are a lot of legal aspects kasi nga, especially if it's commercial study, the company pays for us, so they are expecting a lot of us because the money is, we're talking is our big figure.
Manong knows best.
The pros of being a research nurse, madami talaga because my schedule is very flexible. So we don't have a rota na yung me allocate na may schedule kami, Tuesday, Wednesday, duty ako, nights ako or days ako. It's very flexible. So we have a flexible working sheet. So say for example, tomorrow papasok ako but masakit yung ulo ko or I have to send my son to school, I can just come in around 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock in the morning and just put it in my time sheet. And there we call time owing, where we can owe time and then work it back after kung kailangan namin, kung kailan lang namin siya kung parang siyang utangin ko muna yung 2 hours ko tapos babayaran ko siya tomorrow or the following week. Ganun siya. We are that flexible sa namin, sa team namin. The schedule is Monday to Friday. No weekends, no holidays as well. So yun lang. I think it can be a cons if if you want to earn extra money, but for me okay siya kasi I have a family, so work-life balance is really really good, and at the same time I can do bank shifts on the weekends. So parang okay na okay siya talaga. And also what I really like in this job is that I can be able to widen my network. So we have a lot of trainings kasi it's very complex and you have to be very knowledgeable of what you do. You just don't, sit in the job and do this. Kailangan focus ka talaga, and you have to you have to know what you're doing kasi delikado din siya in a way, pag magkamali ka, so we are really supported with trainings. We do attend conferences, so we kind of travel a lot in a way para lang to support us, to widen our community, to widen our network. And those are the things that I really like. Also, we work closely with a consultant, so I really like how the professional relationship that I develop with my colleagues, the mutual respect that I gained from my colleagues, and it's something that really boosts my confidence and help me grow my professional development as a research nurse as well. So they throw me inputs, they throw me questions. At the same time, I also give inputs to them, because most of the principal investigators of our study are consultants. Also like about this is that it's although mahirap siya mentally, but it's physically chill na parang you have your own office, you have the luxury to manage your time. If if you can, I'll just go to the patient at this time. I can travel here and there. So those are the things that I really like, and I feel like I am in control of my time as long as I doing what is expected of me.
Manong knows best.
The consequences naman for being a research nurse is that skills-wise, you will feel really rusty. On the first month of being a research nurse, na wala akong skills, na walang giving medications, walang walang wash, walang pumps, walang CD drugs. I felt very rusty during the first month talaga, and I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose my skill. What I do is that I do bank shifts from time to time. So every weekend, ganun siya. Kasi chill lang naman siya during my office time. Kahit masakit siya sa ulo and madami kang iniisip. So I still have the energy to have extra shift during the weekend para lang ma-exercise ko pa din yung clinical skills ko, yung clinical judgment ko, yung patient interaction ko. Kasi walang-wala talaga siya sa research. Yung consequence din kasi, madami siyang governance, madami siyang policies. There's a lot of protocol to read, and you have to be very aware and knowledgeable of the law and regulations dito sa research sa UK, especially yung information governance side and the governance side itself talaga ng research.
Manong knows best.
My advice really to my fellow nurses there who wants to be a research nurse is to really have a passion in research, because I believe that research is not for everyone. If you really love research, kahit mahirap pa siya, kahit sobrang complex pa niya, and you find fulfillment in what you do, I think that's the most important thing. But kasi if not, you will get bored in doing research kasi madami kang babasahin, madami kang ganito ganyan, iwi-weigh, but the challenge is there. It's a different challenge, it's a different environment, and also you have to be brave as well and to take the risk if you really want to be in this in this position or in this community that we have. And I would like to encourage everyone as well to pursue your dream of becoming a research nurse. It's not the end of the world. There are a lot of opportunities out there. We have a lot of trainings, and the research world is really expanding now, especially when COVID happened. So they gave importance in in research talaga. So the budget is there. We just need manpower pa. So aim for it and make sure to prepare yourself as well to read and to be able to learn the heart talaga of good clinical practice para chill ka na lang if papasok ka, and if you have the will, if you have the passion, then go for it.
Always remember, Manong knows.
Manong knows best. Put your worries to rest.